because this is going to be a very short show. This is a non-performance. This is an anti-performance. This is not one of these things where you're going to stand there for 25 hours and watch somebody sleep. This is much shorter than that.
I brought Elfin here to introduce me, but it becomes a bit the opposite tonight.
It's flexible.
It's flexible.
And I'm here now at the moment to introduce Johannes Brahms.
Well, I'll have to say that, I mean, our whole relation started out with a passion for classical music. You know, we were sitting in the same bar and listening to these opera singers, and we started talking about music. And eventually I got to borrow a lot of music from, what do you want to be called today?
Actually, I have a pseudonym.
Yeah.
What does it say at the end of the movie? It's an American movie. T-H-E-E-N-D. So I think my name should be Tixa, which is exit backwards, themed T-H-E-E-N-D. Nobody else has used that. So there.
Okay, Tixa themed. Yeah, so let's just put on some classical music and get back to it.
Right, this is Brahms. I just want to say why, because people are going to say, why are we doing this? This is just 4 minutes, the last 4 minutes of the 12 minutes of the third movement, of the slow movement of the Brahms Second Piano Concerto. And the pianist is Sviatoslav Richter, Boston Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Charles Munch. Concert performance from about 1960. And I'm usually sort of a missionary for classical music, and people tend to overlook the fact that it is erotic. Sexy. And this is 4 minutes if you're willing.
Commercial break?
Commercial break.
Yeah?
We are sponsored by the Do-It-Yourself Homemade Sushi Plan. Now all you need to have sushi at home is tuna fish, soy sauce, wasabi, right? And of course, rice crackers. You won't fall down there? It's like the tuning of an orchestra, you see. Reminds me of the time when we were in the sleigh with Uncle John and he fell off and got eaten by wolves.
Well, humans don't really get eaten by wolves, do they?
Wolves don't eat meat, no, but Uncle John was the name of our pet rabbit. And our pet lamb, too. It was Aunt John and Uncle John used to follow us to school. We used to go past, remember, the home of the Ghost family, Ethel and Louise Ghost. One time Ethel fell down the cellar stairs and she was unconscious. When she woke up, she thought she saw a ghost, and it was a ghost, it was her sister who came to help her. Those people actually crime busters. They were known as the Crime Buster Ghost family, which reminds me of the old radio shows, which I think I should tell you about, but maybe I won't. But I gotta remind you of Who Knows?
now, Stella Dallas, the true-to-life sequel is written by us to the world-famous drama of mother love and sacrifice. With my beautiful memory. Stella Dallas is falsely accused by Dick's mother, Mrs. Governor, of stealing an Egyptian mummy. Stella, however, through Jeff Cantle, an underworld acquaintance of Stella's old admirer Ed Munn, discovers the real thief to be Rashid, the twin brother of her friend Sheikh Ahmed, whom Mrs. Governor is sponsoring in society. And Stella upsets Rashid's scheme to get $15,000 from Mrs. Governor. To save Ahmed's family honor and avoid embarrassment for Mrs. Governor, Stella agrees to keep the matter a secret upon Rashid's promise that he will keep out of their way in the future. Now it's the next night in Laurel's apartment.
I've heard this one.
Stella is having after-dinner coffee.
Now it's my turn to play something.
Go for it.
Would you open it for me? I like music with my lunch. I was supposed to bring an Irish chanter flute, but since I didn't bring it, I have an Irish folk song, and this has 20 verses, but she told me...
Make it short, please.
Yeah, right, well... It's about a woman who's out in the snow in January, and it's a sad song. You have to sing it very slowly. I'll try the first line, all right?
All right. Okay, yeah.
I think that was enough of that.
That's great. That's a great thing.
You don't want the whole 20 verses. The title of the anti-performance is that this is the Tone Deaf Musical Society. Well, I don't know any Japanese folk songs. So, but I do know Japanese soap opera. Is that enough for a while?
That's enough for a while.
Would you please play the ukulele for me?
I had some really slow days in Germany this summer, so I decided to buy a ukulele, and it's still one of the most annoying instruments in the world, and you know, it's quite mediocre even if you really try, so... Alright, that's all, folks.
Oh, okay.
And please feel free to dance